Many of you know that I'm a quilter. I've been doing sewing probably since fourth grade when I was in 4-H. And then I did a couple projects when I was in junior high and high school, and then put it down really until I was graduated from seminary. And then I started quilting regularly with a church group and at home. And I consider myself a fairly simple quilter. I do sort of straight lines, block quilting. There's the fancy stuff where they call it piece quilting that has the points and the stars and, sort of really eccentric, doing different angles. I just, quilt in rows generally. And when you do a quilt, you do the top and then you put the batting in between and then you do a back layer. And then you do the binding, which is this edge piece. And normally I stitch the binding on one side, and then I've always done hand stitching on the back side, because once upon a time somebody told me like, oh, it's so easy. You can just fold the binding over and, do a stitch. Kind of just straight down the line. Like this. Very easy. So I tried it, and maybe very easy for them, but it was not very easy for me. And my edging was just a total mess. So I never did it again. I've just always done the back of my binding by hand, which is something I enjoy. I don't mind it. It's fun when I sit through conferences to have something to do with my hands. And I've been watching, a lot of quilting things and TikTok reels and those kind of things that have different techniques, including, instead of using quilting pins, these little clip-on doodads, which are both quick and easy, and you don't get stabbed by your needles all the time. So I have this quilt that I've been working on 4 months. I did part of it lickety split, and then it sat folded up for 6 months, and then I brought it back out again and put the 3 layers together, did the simple quilting, and then it was time for the binding. I thought, well, let me give it a shot. I will try to do the quilted stitch on the back. Worst thing that happens, I have to seam rip it out. And it worked. It's not flawless. I'm not going to be winning any blue ribbons at the fair for it, but it's functional. It's neat. It works really well. And it is like a zillion times faster than doing it by hand. I'll do this probably in 20 minutes. Handwork, it probably would have taken me 3 or 4 hours. And so then I was thinking about, the religious application, as I often do, and was wondering, like, how many spiritual practices have we heard somebody say, oh, it's so easy. Like, it's so easy to incorporate morning prayer. It's so easy to create a practice of devotionals. It's so easy to meditate. It's so easy to read the scripture. And we maybe have some practices, and so we think, oh, we'll try it. And then we try it. And that thing that was easy for somebody else was a completely disaster for us. And so we don't pick it up and try it again. We just keep doing it our way, which works. It's functional. It's doable. It's a practice. Or maybe we set it off to the side and we don't even try at all. That happens too. But what if that thing that seemed so impossibly hard maybe was 20 years ago, and maybe wouldn't be so impossibly hard today? Or maybe it was so hard 5 years ago, or even a year ago. But maybe with a little bit of teaching and a really simple tool, we could make it work. Maybe that's the Lectio Divina that Pastor Bethany is doing. Maybe that's a time of intentional prayer. Maybe that's studying the scriptures. What is it for you? Maybe that you've tried, or maybe that you've wanted to try, but you've thought was just too difficult, too much. And what are some tools that you could utilize to try it again? And if you don't know, like, I have no idea what the tools are, talk to us, talk to me, talk to Pastor Bethany. We have 7 retired clergy. Talk to one of them. Talk to somebody in the pews. Talk to your neighbor and say, hey, have you ever tried to do this? How did it work? What was good for you? Allow the people next to you and around you in community to be your teachers, your mentors, your helpers, and your companions on the journey. Maybe 2 of you have no idea together, but you're willing to try it together. And that helps keep you motivated to try something new. Take care, friends.